Hello, my brilliant home buyers and sellers. This is Faryal from Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. And in today's video, we are going to talk about market update for the Greater Toronto area. We're going to touch and review on the year 2022. And we're also going to talk about some of the predictions for the year 2023. So guys, let's get right into it. So first, let's take a look at the numbers. What we saw in the month of December, that new sales went down by 48.2%. We saw that the new listings also went down by 21.3%, and our average prices went down by 9.2% on a year-to-year basis. And the days that it takes you to sell your home right now, as of last December, was anywhere between 20 to 30 days. So let's review the year 2022 together, guys. I mean, what a year it was and what a roller coaster it was for many of us. We started the year very strong with interest rates being all-time low. We had a high demand for housing and a shortage of housing supply, which definitely drove average prices to increase year over year in double digits. And in some cases, in some areas, we were seeing double-digit increase on month-over-month basis, guys. So I believe deep down, we all knew that the pace that this market was going at and how fast the prices were increasing as well, it was just not sustainable and it had to cool off one way or another. Inflation was on the rise due to disruption in our supply chain because of COVID. However, in late February, when Russia invaded Ukraine, it took inflation to the next level with spike in oil prices. I mean, how can we all forget the gas prices last year, right? In March, the Bank of Canada decides to tackle inflation with one of their most powerful tools, which is the interest rates. What we all did not know was that we are going to see 6 interest rate hikes throughout the year in Canada to cool off the market and to deal with inflation, which, by the way, we ended at 6.9% at the end of 2022. Bank of Canada's priority was to fight inflation, and they believe the Canadian economy is strong enough to handle the interest rate hikes, which so far has been proven to be correct. The Canadian economy also saw a modest growth of 4.6%. However, some markets fell harder than the other, and among those is real estate and technology that felt a hit the most. We saw average home prices corrected itself last year up to 25% depending on which area you're in. So a lot of buyers and sellers did feel uncertainty and fear when it comes to real estate market. We also continue to see housing supply shortages. That's when the government came in and proposed to build 1.5 million homes in the next 10 years. But however, in order to build those homes, we do need access to land. And that's when the most controversial proposal was put forward by Doug Ford last year of opening up Greenbelt. It's basically protected land, wetland, agricultural land, wildlife, to open up about 7,400 acres of land to build new homes. It's still going on. No decisions have been made. Only time will tell what will happen. We also saw massive job cuts in tech industry due to higher interest rates last year. We also saw 2022 cryptocurrency crash where digital currency lost $2 trillion. However, I just want to bring this up and share this with you. Recent poll that was done for Global News suggested that 2/3 of Canadians, which is up to 64%, were really optimistic about 2022 and said that the year was not as bad for them and their families, which shows that we Canadians are pretty positive people, and that's the mindset we need moving forward as well, which leads me to my 2023 predictions. So let's talk about that. So 2023, the year started with foreign home buyers being banned from buying properties in Canada for 2 consecutive years. Now, of course, there are loopholes to this. They can still able to buy vacation homes such as cabin cottages, which kind of beats the purpose because that's what most of the foreign buyers do, buy vacation homes. But you know what, guys? It only makes up to 3% based on Stats Canada of our housing market. So I'm not sure if this is going to make a big impact in order to be able to generate more supply in the housing market. Again, we shall see, and time will tell. Another thing that came into effect is the vacant home tax in Toronto. And this is being done to, again, encourage homeowners who are sitting on empty vacant properties to either pay tax on it if they decide to keep it vacant, about 1% of their current value of home, assessed value of their home, or they decide to either sell the property, or they're going to either decide to put it up for rent. Again, the goal over here is to increase the supply and cool off the market, also the rental market as well, and hopefully we'll have more homes available. As far as I know, interest rates will continue to rise because the Bank of Canada wants to tackle inflation. However, I also believe that this cannot go on for too long because higher interest rates can hurt the economy in long run. So I personally think starting summer is when we will start seeing the interest rates go down again. I also believe that this housing supply is going to be a big issue in next coming years, knowing that our population is growing really fast, especially because of the immigration. This year, we're expecting over 400,000 new immigrants to enter Canada. And most of them, of course, come in, they either buy properties or they either rent properties. In either way, we will be seeing the market will go back again to being extremely hot. How our government is going to deal with this housing supply is still a big mystery to all of us, and we haven't yet come up with a definite plan. Again, as I always say, time will tell what will happen. However, guys, what I personally believe is that don't let market decide how you're going to move forward with one of the biggest assets of your life, which is buying a home. Home is somewhere you make memories with your family, and that's something that you need to feel from your heart, not from your brain. So the market will always do what market does. There will be always predictions that are being made, but these are just predictions. Nobody has a crystal ball and nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. So in the end of the day, you decide what is the best move for you and your family. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments and questions, please let me know below. Until next time, have yourself a wonderful day, and remember to be kind to yourself and others.